Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very interesting as we are going to discuss about a very important topic of C programming, which is known as data types in C. Guys, trust me, you cannot declare a single variable in C programming if you don't know this topic. So let us start with the topic. There are three different data types in C. The first data type is called as basic data type, second is called as derived data types, and the third one called as user defined data type. So out of these three data types, we are going to talk about the basic data type in C programming. So let's dive into the basic data type. Basic data types are of five types. First is integer, second is float. Both are numeric data types. Third one is called as character. Next one is called as double. Double is also a numeric data type. And the last is called as void. So these are the basic data types in C programming. So let's go into the detail. We will see examples of every data types during this video. So let's start with the integer data type. If I want to hold an integer value inside the memory, I need to create a variable of type integer. For example, here I am saying that integer x is a variable and that is going to hold value 10 inside the memory. There can be various subtypes of integer data type. It can be short integer, it can be unsigned short integer, it can be integer, it can be unsigned integer, it can be long integer, it can be unsigned long integer. So short integer requires 2 bytes of memory. Unsigned short also requires 2 bytes of memory. Integer and unsigned integer requires 4 bytes of memory. Long integer and unsigned long integers requires 8 bytes of memory. Normally, the memory allocation varies based on the compilers. So if you want to check correct memory allocation on any type of compiler, then we can use size of operator. If you want to check the memory requirement for the variable x on different compilers, and if you are not sure for that, then you can use size of operator. Just write printf %d, size of and the name of the variable whose size you want to check. This statement will tell you how much amount of memory is required for this variable. So here you can create any type of variable, float variable, character variable, and you can pass the name of the variable to this size of operator. It will return you the exact amount of memory space that is required for storing that variable in the memory. Now let us talk about the signed and unsigned integer values. Signed integer can hold both positive as well as negative numbers. Signed integer is the default data type. If you specify integer x, then it becomes a signed integer. For short integer, signed holds the value range from minus 32,768 to plus 32,767, and for unsigned integer this range is going to be from 0 to 65,536. Now if you observe these ranges, so the total amount of integer values that can be held in this range are 65,500. Here also the total amount of values that can be held is 65,530. So short integer requires 2 bytes of memory space. 2 bytes is 16 bits and 2 raised to 16 equal to 65,530. So these many values can be held in the short integer. If it is signed, then the range of the values can be minus 32,768 to 32,767, and if the integers are unsigned, then it will hold the range of values from 0 to 65,556. Important note, now try to understand that if I declare a variable of type unsigned short integer, the name of the variable is x, and if I ask x to hold the value 65,537, and if I write the statement printf %d, value of x, so now you guess the output. Here output is going to be 1. Why the output is going to be 1? The reason is that unsigned short integer can hold maximum values 65,536. Reason is unsigned short integer can hold total values 65,536, that is from 0 to 65,535. Now we want to print 65,537. So after 65,535, the next value is going to be 65,536. Here wraparound of the number will take place. 65,536 will be represented by 0 and 65,537 will be represented by 1. So from 0 to 65,535, the values will be printed. But after that, if I say 65,536, then it will be represented by 0. 65,537 will be represented by 1, and likewise. So that's why the output that we are getting here will be 1. Now let us talk about the format specifiers. If we want to represent the integer value, the format specifier will be %d or %i. If we want to represent unsigned integer, the corresponding format specifier will be %u. If we want to represent short integer, this is obviously a signed integer, then format specifier will be %hd. If we want to represent unsigned short integer, the format specifier is going to be %hu. For long integer, format specifier is going to be %ld, and for unsigned long integer, format specifier is going to be %lu. So these are the format specifier for representation of various integer values. So let us conclude. Integer data type represents the whole number. Then it is declared with the help of int keyword. Its variants can be short integer, long integer, signed integer, unsigned integer. Size of the different variants can be checked with the help of size of operator, and we can use correct format specifiers in the printf for printing all these different variants of the int. So that's it in today's session. Kindly subscribe to my channel and share this video to your friends who are learning C. You can put your doubts in the comment box. I will try to answer those questions as early as possible. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.